Hey guys, Rail the Appreciator here, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing a song reaction to JID's second single called BEAU. It's one of 5 tracks from his God Does Love Ugly Preluxe, so I just want to listen to this track first, get my reaction to it, break it down, go through the lyrics, and then go through the rest of the Preluxe. I'm so excited to talk about new JID music. He's always delivering with great production and great lyrics. There's just so much to love and appreciate. So yeah, let's get into it. The title of the track is called BEAU. It's produced by Frankie P, obviously Christo, Jay Versace, and Ben 10K. So it starts off with the intro. JID is just like hip hop, yeah. Dude's not getting money, look. And then the first verse we've got, I gave him dudes 2 summers to get their stuff right. And obviously he's talking about, you know, how he's not dropped an album in over 2 years, as this single was released on July 2nd, 2025. And his previous album, The Forever Story, such a great album, was released on October 31st, 2022, literally on Halloween. And October 31st is also JID's birthday, which is just so crazy. So yeah, he gave him 2 summers to get their stuff right. And now he's back, ready to rap again, ready with a new album. On the surface I was cool, but it killed me on the inside. It could be referencing, you know, how he's previously mentioned that he felt he hadn't received the applause that he deserved from his previous project, being The Forever Story. He mentioned in a promotional video that, you know, teased his upcoming album lead single being God Does Love Ugly and Work respectively. So this statement reads, starting this new journey coming off The Forever Story has been a very strange, productive, yet tedious process. I remember not feeling like I got what I think I deserved after that album came out, and it sent me into a dark place. For maybe 20 minutes or so, cause I ain't no B. Fast forward to Plus playing this beat for me in the studio, and all I could hear was my OG coach saying, let's go to work. I live my life by the saying, you can only control what you can control. So this is the first step into a new world that I can control, and it's effing ugly. Wow. As my pen glides across the page, it reminded me of the days before guns we ran fades and had fist fights. I never been afraid of anybody, get a brick and hit a big guy, but it's not Friday, dudes sliding after midnight. So, you know, he's referencing the classic movie Friday, where the big guy, being Debo, gets hit in the head by a brick during a major turning point in the movie. It's just a really like cool 2-liner, you know, not afraid of anyone, get a brick, hit a big guy. He's like ready to pick on the biggest target, maybe like the biggest rapper in the industry right now. And it's not Friday because they're sliding after midnight. So just like there's no time, you know, schedule or just like time specification of when he's gonna like attack and be rapping and competitive. I just really love this 2 lines because it's just so aggressive. Playing cops and robbers, staging robberies excited me until that grip of life held on me tighter than a pit fight. So playing cops and robbers, you know, as you would as a kid, but also, you know, staging robberies, I'm sure like how home invasions, maybe bank robberies, until that grip of life held on me tighter than a pit fight. Pit fight being like a pit bull fight, dog fighting. JID's had a bar before, rest in peace to my dogs like Mike Vick. JID on the chorus with his voice a little distorted saying, oh look okay, young black Rambo riding in the Lambo, gun-packed ammo riding with the, and then that repeats. Obviously you got the rhyme with Rambo, Lambo, ammo, very simple stuff, but quite catchy. And now as we start the second verse, young black got a dumb sack, Lil JID talking big stuff, that's a contrast. You know, Lil JID talking big stuff, Lil Big, yep. I could triple task, tickle make her come fast. Why drive in the whip? Crash, you only have one chance. I only got one job. What the F is that? To make your effing head bob. He's only got one job to spit dumb bars on crazy production and make your head bob like you're enjoying the track. I just love that line. And turn that bare knob on the speaker to shake a dreadlock. Besides that, I done had this stuff inside a headlock. So, you know, headlock is a nice play on words because he says he had this stuff, being the rap game, in a headlock. Meaning, you know, he has complete control over it, but it can, headlock can also be headlock, as in a lock of hair on your head. And as, you know, dreadlock is mentioned previously as well, a very nice double entendre. Trying to get paid off and make off like Bernie Madoff. Like, wow. He's referring to former chairman of NASDAQ being Bernie Madoff, who orchestrated the largest Ponzi scheme in history through his investment company, Bernard L. Madoff Investment and Securities LLC. And Madoff claimed that the fraud began not long after the company opened its doors in 1960. By the fall of 2008, it was alleged that he had defrauded investors for an overall estimated $64.8 billion. That's just such a crazy line for JID to rap about, because it's just, it's just insane to comprehend how he even comes up with this, like to even have that thought process. The vibe that the pi multiply plus divide. So, you know, vibe, pi, multiply, divide, you know, pi as in the food, pi as in the slice of the pie being money, or even pi as the mathematical symbol 3.14. Multiply plus divide makes sense. That's all a mathematical bar. Very, very slick line, very simple. RIP my guy, you know we crying till the sky's black. Shades that match on my face never show my reaction. So a double entendre, as you know, someone dying is often represented as a light coming down from heaven, hence a shade on JID's face. Shades are also sunglasses, which hide your facial expression, allowing him to never show his reaction. And as described, additionally, sunglasses make you not react to direct light, as you know, due to it not being as strong with them on, representing how keeping up a facade of not reacting for his friend's death made it easier for him to accept it. That's just a very, I'd say simple line, but you can, you know, like overanalyze it, look into it. But yeah, very, very slick nonetheless. I'm quarterbacking, throwing dimes, avoid the sacking. I feel the magic, can't imagine what I get for rapping. I come up with about as quick as a finger snap. Off a snap finger, never knew I'd be a rap singer. So, you know, quarterback, throwing dimes, and sacking are all terms used in football. And JID used to play football in high school and college. And also, you know, that he got his highlights from high school on his 32 freestyle on YouTube. In college, rapping wasn't one of JID's goals for the future. But after he got kicked off the football team, he committed to rapping full time. And he compares the change from football to rapping to be as quick as snapping your fingers. JID loves football bars, man. He loves it. Like, this four-liner is just so simple, but just works so well. And like, you know, play on words, flipping the words, but also the rhyme. Quarterbacking, throwing dimes, avoid the sacking. Quarterbacking, avoid the sacking. Feel the magic, can't imagine, get for rapping. Come up with about as quick as a finger snap. Off a snap finger, never thought I'd be a rap singer. I just love those four lines, man. So good. Buying weed in the trap, lingering. It's just my brothers and me, and we're not ringling. We just came to get some cheese, heard your pockets jingling. The Ringling brothers, you know, were siblings who owned a circus in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, and JID is implying that he and his brothers aren't there to have a circus or an act, but instead to get cheese, which is, you know, another term for the word money. And they also plan to jump the weed dealer, and they know he has money on him because they can hear his pockets jingle. This is just such a complex 3 lines bar, like, wow. I like the rhyme. Lingering, ringling, pockets jingling. Very well done. Jump a dude, shoot a scene. Word to John Singleton. John Singleton being a very famous American director. Jumping a dude, beating him up, shooting a scene, shooting them with a gun. Clip as long as Yao Ming. Better stop mingling. Obviously, his clips are long as Yao Ming being a basketballer known for being extremely tall, and clip is continuing the double entendre from the previous line, since clip could either mean the clip of a firearm or a video clip. Now they know me overseas out in London, England. I love like just continuing the rhyme, you know, even from back here, lingering, ringling, jingling, singleton, mingling, London, England. So good. Drinking unresponsibly, couldn't sneak the lean in, and then he whispers, but we got the weed in. Lean, you know, double entendre, one to lean physically, as in the slant of, you know, a result of drinking way too much, but also lean, you know, the highly addictive drink that many don't drink responsibly. God willing, I was able, but I'm not the Weeknd. You know, everyone knows the artist The Weeknd. His real name is Abel. A black Rambo in a Lambo, and then it continues into the chorus once again. Now, as we head into the third verse. They let me in the game, I got a toe in, I kicked the dough in, I shot the dough man, I shot your Falkenham, I got the dope in, I did my show, and then I effed your Hohenham. Just that rhyme, you know, in the game, toe in, doorman, Falkenham, dope in, show then, Honam, bro, I moved my bronam, my dude's toed in. Just like that, he just loves continuing a rhyme and just twisting it in so many different ways, and just the word choice is just so excellent. Twin Glocks, a couple of Olsens, I'm getting cozy in this B. You know, Twin Glocks, Olsens, the famous actress twins Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Shoes off, dirty clothes in the open, none folded, I'm never folding, I smell the folgers. You know, folded is a double entendre as meaning both, you know, never folding under pressure and referencing, you know, folding clothes, assisted by the mention of dirty clothes and none folded. I'm in the morning, plotting with the southern soldiers. You never sober, you're not a shooter, you cephalosha. I don't know what that is, but I'm interested to find out. Thabo Cephalosha is a former NBA basketball player drafted as 13th for the Chicago Bulls in 2006, and he averaged 5.7 points during his 13 NBA seasons. That's just such a like random bar or like random play to mention. I'm in the morning plotting with the southern soldiers. You're never sober, you're not a shooter, you cephalosha. So is he saying you're not a shooter, you're Cephalosha, as in you're just terrible at shooting? That is such a crazy diss. I'm sorry, Cephalosha. I'm sorry that JID had to do this to you. A self-illusion. We accept that there be challenges and we execute it. But now I'm trying to find my balance on this pedestal, racking in the revenue. The rage in my head and I see red from out of my retinals, you know, seeing red in his eyes. It's like a bomb, undetectable. And technically, I've been the best, but we ain't being technical. But time will be the test to tell. Wins, fails, L's, all perceptual. I just love this rhyme, man. The rage in my head and I see red at my retinals. Bomb undetectable. Technically, I've been the best. We ain't being technical. But time will test to tell. Wins, fails, L's, all perceptual. Like, you know, it's all up to your perception. You know, the wins, the fails, the losses, it's like everyone's perception on things is different. Like, this is so crazy, man. I just love this verse. Yeah, and you don't want to see JID in the zone. You F around, find JID in the back of your home with a book bag, war paint, vest, and some ammo. K over the shoulder, 2 Berettas, I'm Rambo. I didn't know what this was at first, but it's a reference to, you know, Reed Dollar's lines during his rap battle against Trigger in 2004. And JID also tweeted that he wants to do a track with Reed Dollars because, yeah, it's paying homage. It's just so beautiful from this rap battle back in 2004. You can really show that JID is a big fan and a big student of the game of hip hop. It's just great to see. Kids, lend me your ear and remembers a Van Gogh. You know, Van Gogh cutting his ear off, the artist, the painter. Kids, lend me your ear, he wants you to listen to him. And JID also has a track with Lil Yachty called Van Gogh. Hop out the van like Van Damme and let the can blow. The line blends action movie imagery with street violence. You know, hop out the van like Van Damme references jumping out of vehicle with explosive energy like Jean-Claude Van Damme, the Belgian martial arts icon known for his dramatic entrances and intense fight scenes in films like Bloodsport and Kickboxer. Let the can blow uses can for slang for gun, likely a pistol or automatic weapon. Let it blow means start firing, of course. Together the bar paints a vivid picture. The rapper pulls up, jumps out the van like an action hero, and starts shooting, combining cinematic flair with street level aggression. Such a beautiful description for a one-line bar, I just love it. Everyone's scrambling for shelter in shambles. The Black Rambo, dude, that's too much damn smoke. And then it just goes back into the chorus once again with the repetition. A really great track, so much to take from this. I just love listening to it. But this isn't even the best that JID has. Because, you know, this is the second single coming out before the Preluxe, but it's also a part of the Preluxe. And also this single isn't on the album, so it just makes you think, like, if this is so good and it's not even on the album, you can only imagine what's on the album and just how amazing it is with production, lyricism, bars, flows, just all of that. I'm so excited for God Does Love Ugly coming out on the 8th of August. And yeah, you should go listen to the Preluxe as well. It's so great. Thanks for watching this song reaction to JID's BEAU. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and comment down below other artists, albums, genres, songs, and music that you'd like me to listen to, appreciate, and make videos about. Thanks for watching. See ya.